Hello everyone and welcome back to Chef Sherry's Plant-Based Kitchen. It's Friday night here in Chicagoland, and last minute I decided, hey, I'm going to invite a good friend over for dinner because I'm making this wonderful mushroom stroganoff for dinner that we have not had, I think, in years, Dale. I bet you can't even remember the last time we ate it.
No, I can't.
No. So we're making it tonight because I had 4 huge portobello mushrooms. I was going to make burgers with them, but we had sort of a bread dish for lunch. I said, no, too much bread. Let's just do something different. So we're going to make this. But before we do that, I have to show you. You know, I was sick last week, and I went through my recipe box, and my sweet husband, videographer here, Dale, put these beautiful binders together for me. So all of my recipes are in one of 4 of these binders. And you can see I have a lot of recipes because I cook a lot. So they're all super organized. So these are my appetizers, beans, beverage, breads, breakfast burger, casserole, condiments in this one. And I've got a bunch of stuff in the others. So it's a great way to organize yourself. For me, I like to look at a piece of paper so I can just take it out because we punched holes in them. And I can take it out, put it on the counter, and then put it away. So thank you, Dale.
Sure.
Love it. Okay, so I went ahead and made the base of the stroganoff. So if you follow me over here, Dale, I'm going to show everybody what it looks like and how I did it. So this is a very easy recipe, but you do have to let it cook. So this is what I did. I took 2 large shallots, the first thing I did, and I sauteed them in a little bit of water right here in this fry pan. Then when they were cooked, after about 8 minutes, I took 4 cloves of garlic that I had minced up very fine and 2 teaspoons of minced thyme from my garden, so it's all fresh. And I put these in for about another minute with a little salt and pepper, and I stirred them around for a minute. Then I added my 4 big portobello mushrooms that you put into really big choppy pieces. But as you can see, they cook down, so they're not so big now. But they were pretty big pieces when we started. And I put them in, roughly chopped, and let them cook with a half a cup of dry white wine. And I let this cook for 20 minutes. So it took a little time, but it really was simple to just saute a couple things, throw this all together, and let it cook down. Now, as you know, a stroganoff has a creamy sauce to it, right? So we're going to do our version of stroganoff with, come back over here now, please, with a tofu sour cream. And this I'm going to show you how absolutely simple this is to make. It's the last step to put into the stroganoff. I'll boil my water and I'll put in my fettuccine noodles. When my company comes, I'll cook them when they're here so that it's all nice and fresh. So look how easy this is. You get 1 box of extra firm silken tofu, or firm, and you throw it into your blender. Make sure we get all of it in there. Some of it's hiding, I can feel it in there. Yep, it's still hiding. Let me just throw it in. There it goes. This silken tofu it's so versatile. It does everything. So it's going to make our sour cream. And then we took some lemon juice. And again, I'll put this recipe under the description section on the YouTube channel, so no worries about remembering things. You can use agave nectar or date sugar to sweeten it. That is literally it. And it says a little salt to taste. So I'll get a little drop of salt. I don't put a lot of salt in things. I'm going to put a little drop in. That's it. Now watch how easy this is. Of course, don't forget to put the lid on. Otherwise, you're going to have a big mess. Here we go. It's not mixing so easily. I'm going to get my tamper, and we're going to use that. This goes with your Vitamix, and it does the mixing down below. So if it's not mixing really well, sometimes when it's a small amount, it doesn't mix too well. So let's try it again. Could that get any easier? And this is the last step. Oh, I did forget to tell you one step though. So you also are going to soak these dried porcini mushrooms. I saved the label for you. You could buy them in any grocery store. And I put them in 1 cup of boiling water and let them sit for a half hour. And that also goes into the stroganoff. After you've put in the portobello mushrooms, it's the last step. This and the wine go in last, and then you cook it for 20 minutes. But again, I'll have all the directions, so no need to worry. It'll all be there. So let's come back over here, Dale, and we're going to mix our sour cream into our stroganoff. I'm going to turn this on again, real slow and low. And then I'm just going to keep it here, so when my company gets here, I'll just keep it on warm, so it'll be ready to go on top of the fettuccine. So simple. So simple. Let's try to get as much as we can out of here. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. And then I made a beautiful salad for us with a Thousand Island dressing, because we had Reuben sandwiches for dinner last night. So I had lots of this dressing left over, so I thinned it with water so it's not quite as thick. We can put it on our salad, or balsamic vinegar. You have a choice. Okay, that's pretty good. Now all I'm going to do is just stir it together. Stir it all good. We're also having some banana ice cream for dessert. And as you can see over here, this is the start, of my hot fudge sauce. I'm going to be cooking that in a few minutes and get it all nice and thick. So I think she'll have a pretty nice meal tonight.
Yeah.
And so will we.
Me too.
Me too.
You like to cook and I like to eat, so we're very well suited for one another.
Yeah. And this friend coming over is one of our Vegan Volunteer Corps volunteers and a very dear friend. And she cooks some wonderful meals for us too, doesn't she?
Absolutely.
We had a great dinner at her house not too long ago. Okay, let me just get all this together. Can you see how pretty it is? Now, doesn't that look like a stroganoff minus the meat?
Whoops.
Did you miss something there?
Little technical issue there.
Oh, okay, we're back?
We're back.
Okay, can you see how pretty that is? So get yourself some whole wheat fettuccine noodles or some brown rice fettuccine noodles, any kind you can find. You know, it's difficult to get them in the store sometimes, so you might have to order them online. But you can find them. My very favorite one is the Faro fettuccine noodles, but we haven't had that for a while. When we get some points on Amazon, I order them because they're very expensive. So I won't pay the full price for those. So that's it. So isn't that beautiful? So try this. If you're having company, you can make this sauce ahead of time. Just boil the noodles at the last minute. Have your salad and maybe some bread ready to go, and your meal is done. So have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, everybody, and I'll see you next time back in my kitchen. So long for now.